Hi YouTube, it's Luvbun, and here we are back again with another weekly video on things that have happened and things that I'm changing for growth. I made been writing it down still, so I'll be looking down to see what I'm going to talk about. But quite a bit has happened, like every single week. A lot of stuff happens, and I feel like it's because I'm growing and because I'm getting better. So let's get into what happened this week. The first thing I would like to talk about is because I got back with my girlfriend, who, of course, I'll ask her to marry me eventually, call her my wife. Sounds a little weird calling her my girlfriend, like it's not serious, but it is. We have a child, and we've been basically together 3.5 years. But it was pretty rough. But ever since I started growing and she started doing her work, things started getting better. We have a couple arguments sometimes, but we're able to just step back from them and come back later while we're feeling better and talk about it and resolve it, compromise, and love each other again, which was really hard in the past. So the first thing is because I'm in my relationship again, I have more on my load for like bills and stuff to pay. I also have child support from my past relationship. I think there's some things that I need to do so that I can possibly get that child support lower, since I'm supporting a bigger family now. But there's a lot of things that go with it that I feel like I need to learn and understand so that I can do it properly. I'm aware I need to just jump into it and figure it out. But right now that's not happening. But because I'm supporting my family again, I have to make cuts because got more important things to put my money towards. So the first one is my boxing fitness class. I love it. I enjoy it, but it basically made me go into the negative when it pulled out money because I didn't have enough. So I had to contact support and let them know what's going on, and that I basically understand that I signed up for a 12-month commitment, and I was prepared to do it because I value health. And they helped me a lot more than I thought they would. Usually the way that they do it is if you stop your account for a bit, you can do it up to 5 months, but they still charge you a fee for doing that. But to help me, they put my account on hold, and they said that they wouldn't charge a fee. And they also mentioned to me that Saturdays are free, so I could still go on Saturday mornings, which is awesome. That makes me really happy. Normally, I wouldn't have communicated this in the past. It would have just kept dragging. My bank account would have kept going negative, if that was the case. And it would have just been a real struggle because I was just too afraid to communicate or whatever. Or felt like there was absolutely nothing that could happen because the rules are there and they'd just be adamant on it. But yeah, they felt for me and they helped me out, and I'm really happy about that. I feel really accomplished that I communicated it and that they helped me out even more than I thought they'd be able to. Another thing that happened, so my how would I say this? My daughter's nanny, she chose to do something against boundaries, basically. So we had to kind of cut her out. I had to choose to do that. because what she would basically bring into my life would kind of cause bad things for my relationship and stuff. So I just told her, all right, you can make your own choices, do what you got to do what you feel you need to do, but I'm not going to be around for it. It's basically a boundary. If you do this, then I won't be around. So I stuck to that, even though there's a little fear, like who's going to watch my daughter. But after doing that, I knew it's what had to be done, and we even found another babysitter that charged less. So now that's good for the financial stuff going on. So that's cool. That's something that I wouldn't be able to do in the past. Also, just hold that boundary because of the fear of not having somebody watch my daughter. But everything works out. Just do what you got to do. Keep your family happy. That happened. Another thing, at work, I went in line to check in, and I noticed that I forgot to fill out a paper that I needed to fill out because another person came behind me to fill it out. I went over to fill it out, and the person behind me went in front of where I was. At first I didn't say anything because everybody was pretty much all over the place. Some drivers are stressed because they said they've been waiting for 30 minutes, and I just assumed at first that he knew I was in that spot. But as time went, he was kind of inching forward in the line, and when it was time for me to go up, I told him, which I wouldn't do in the past. I wouldn't have said this in the past. I told him, just so you know, I am in front of you, so I'll be going next, not you. And he said okay, but he didn't hear me, but he just responded. When the guy in front of us left, he started to take a step towards, and I just told him, I'm next, I'm gonna go next. Something I wouldn't have done in the past. I'm glad that I did do it. It shows initiative, assertiveness, and I basically demand respect right now. I'm not gonna cut other people in line. I'll respect them too, but I need my respect as well. A good thing that happened with that was, if I had let him go ahead of me, I wouldn't have gotten a door for like another 30 to 45 minutes, because when I did immediately get a door, because I went in my place in line, when the driver next to me left, the guy that was behind me pulled in, which that would have been me if I hadn't said anything. And basically when he pulled in, my load was done and I left. So that saved a lot of time for me, and I was proud of myself for being able to basically speak up for myself, which I wouldn't have done in the past, and I'm happy that I did this time. So that happened. I have been doing my push-ups every single day since I started. It is possible I didn't do it one day, but I believe I did it every single day. I basically broke a personal record. I did 50 push-ups all at once now. I was proud of myself for that, because usually I just go up to like 25. It did start hurting a lot, but I pushed myself through to get it done with basically that 40-60 rule I mentioned before. If you start feeling pain, you're at 40%, so you still got 60% more that you can do. So I was pretty happy I got to 50. That's a nice little milestone since I started doing push-ups. I'm sure it's not strong in my arms yet. Like, I still got these baby arms. I'm not gonna show them all the way. I'm too shy. But yeah, still doing that. Happy I'm doing that. Still working out. Other than that, I also talked to my work about the hours and stuff. Like I've been mentioning on here, I have to wake up from midnight up to like 6 o'clock or something. And they're in my trailer now. I told my work, or my dispatcher, that I didn't like waking up anytime before 3 o'clock because I'm trying to get at least 7 hours of sleep. I'm trying to do a healthy morning routine and night routine. I'm trying to be a better person, and I don't want to use a caffeine substance to be able to stay awake at those times. And I don't want to feel like I have to use a substance or just something to aid me to fall asleep, because anytime before 8, falling asleep is really difficult. Ever since I had that conversation with him, I've been getting up at 4 a.m. and up. I haven't had to get up any time earlier, and I feel it's because I explained that that's what I needed. So I'm really proud of myself for that. And I used to just say, it is what it is, it's a job, I have to deal with it. But I spoke up for myself, I said what I needed and what I wanted, and it's for health, it's not for anything bad or stupid, and I assume they respect that. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that too. Another thing that I changed for my night habits, I threw in flossing, so now I'm flossing every single day, which feels good. Like, yeah, because I never really floss, my gums are bleeding. It is what it is. That's how it is when you don't floss. My gums bleed when I do it. It hurts a little bit, but I know after some time they'll stop bleeding, they'll stop hurting, they'll start being healthy. Flossing is good for your teeth. Just freaking throw it in the routine. Why not? You know? Shoot. This right here, I'm reading this book now. I think I mentioned it in my past video. It's called The Truth About Men by Devin Franklin. So because I finished my discipline book, I'm reading this one now. The discipline one taught me so much. I loved it. This one, I love it too. It's basically about men and lust, the lust for power, money, or sex. A lot of men that get into high places, they just let their lust run wild, and they just screw up their lives because of it, or their families, or anything like that. I don't want to be one of those men. This book basically tells us all men go through it. It never goes away, and it basically just teaches us how to manage it, how to understand it's always going to be there, how to feel it, and the tools it takes to not do it. So I'm really enjoying this book right now. At first I was like, maybe I don't need it, but as I'm reading it, we all need it. So what I just read right now was some things to, when you have those types of thoughts, some things to just kind of kick them to the curb. Like, it says that you have to embrace that you feel them, but because if you suppress it or just act like it's not there, it'll get worse and it'll just explode in the worst ways. But what I just read on it was to like feel it and get through it, is to count to 10, take deep breaths, let it pass. Another one is to basically think about the future if you did do it, like the people it's gonna hurt, the eyes of your wife or your significant other, how they're gonna feel when they find out, because they will find out. Everybody's gonna find out that you're running wild. Like, think about all that. Think about all the pain it's gonna cause. How everybody's gonna see you as a person, and just go from that. And then also you can also use your sexual energy, the drive for all that whatever, into creative work. You can put that into work, which is awesome. I think that's freaking awesome. There's so much healthy things that you can do with that type of energy, but we don't know how to do it. We just act on it usually. But I'm glad I'm reading this book. It's only been through a week. I'm on page 77 right now, so like I'm freaking popping off, baby. I'm enjoying it. So also now with my family, like they see me doing my morning routines, my cold showers. I have the cold showers on all the way low all the time now, It's always scary just to get in, but now I understand it's only going to be really, really cold for like 5 to 10 seconds, get it all over your body, and then you're just real used to it, like it's normal after that. Like, I'm so happy about that. It still trains my mind to just jump into something uncomfortable and it'll be fine after. So I love that. I think that's a part of the reason why I'm able to speak up for myself now too, because those are uncomfortable situations, and I'm just used to being uncomfortable now, so I could do it. I'm happy about that. But yeah, so my family sees what I'm doing now, and I tell them like we got to build good habits in here. We got to start respecting each other, loving each other. Pick up after yourself, no matter how little bit it looks like it is. Pick it up, because these are the bad habits that create like a super messy house. And every night, no matter what, now I make sure that I got to take out the trash, clean the litter box, get the dishes out of the sink, like make sure it's clean. That way the next day we can do what we got to do and nobody's stressed out, nobody feels like it's all on them. Like, we all work together as a family, and we can start respecting each other, and everything will be a lot better, and we have more time to do things as a family also. So there's so much stuff. Like, I'm feeling so good, feeling so happy. I might bump up 100 push-ups a day to 150 push-ups a day. I already did my 100 push-ups for the day, and it's just 9:03 a.m. My upper body is feeling like it's pretty tight too. So, and yeah, I'm still doing my hair, trying to look good for myself, look good, feel good, you know. So, keeping up with everything. I'm communicating. I'm trying to implement the things I'm learning into my family, and trying to keep healthy boundaries. Like, I feel like I'm doing so good. Right now, on RuneScape, I'm still playing old school RuneScape, but it's not a big deal. Like, as long as I'm getting all my stuff done, like, just play some video games. It doesn't matter. I'm still building myself. I'm still reading. I read 15 pages today already, when I only have a goal to read 5. So I'm just pushing further and further, and it makes me so happy. And I can still play video games. I can still have fun. It's just, everything else is just becoming normal now. Even this video, something on RuneScape, one of the bosses I just learned yesterday, and it makes me just want to keep doing it. Like, but I wanted to play it instead of make this video, but instead I wrote out what I was gonna do, and for the video, getting the video done real quick, just handling business now. And now, like I said, it's only 9:05 a.m. right now, and the rest of the day I could just play my game if I want. I'll probably bust out 50 more push-ups just because I have time for that. I did some banded dead bugs, work on my abs already. Like, I'm solid, man. Like, so happy right now. Think overall, I've been on it for 3 months, maybe a little more, and it's just so natural to me now, and I just feel so good doing it. My woman respects me now. Like, she loves me. She's wanting to hop on it nonstop. But yeah, like, maybe I look like I'm glowing compared to my first video or whatever, but things are going good now. I feel it in my body. I feel it in my energy. I added 2 boiled eggs for my breakfast every morning, and just so good. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. I'll be back next week with whatever happens this week. And I'll talk about that. You guys keep growing, and keep going. And don't give up, don't stop. Do your shit whether you feel like it or not. And you'll get there. Alright. Peace out, YouTube.